Everybody, Rosemary here, and welcome to part 15 of my Master Detective Archives Raincode Let's Play. In the last episode, it turns out Yuma was tricked into basically being a terrorist by planting bombs instead of surveillance cameras. He managed to disable them, but in all of that, the resistance was painted as like this terrorist group, and apparently like they had told the Peacekeepers what they were going to do. And then the leader, Shachi, winds up dead by apparent self-deletion, I will say. But it all is a little bit hinky. It all doesn't seem to add up. Like, why would they do that? It didn't seem like it was in Shachi's nature. I know we just met the guy, but everybody else, like, says the same thing. So we gotta figure out who actually killed him and who was actually behind setting up those bombs and framing me for it. And we also learned Fubuki's forte, which is actually the ability to reverse time, which is pretty handy. So, as I figured, she's a little bit of a ditz, but she has more going for her than it seems on the surface. So, we're going to continue with this. We are back at the hotel, about to meet up with Kurumi, because she's going to help us out, figure out what's going on. So, yeah, let's get back into the story, and let's see what happens next. You. Oh, right. I should probably not be talking to people I don't need to. I am still a suspect. Appear to be safe. It seems like the city is in some kind of turmoil.
Aww.
I guess he doesn't watch the news. He missed your big screen debut, Master. I wonder how he'd react if he knew there was a terrorist right in front of him. Like I keep saying, I'm not a terrorist. Oh, there's all Vivia's books. I like he just left all his stuff there.
Vivia is usually here, but he hasn't returned yet. I hope he's safe.
We gotta find a couch for her to sit on or something. We'll walk around. It's been a while since I've been to the hotel.
And the sheltered skank are both plotting to kill you! If that were to happen, I'd solve the case in a jiffy!
I doubt that's gonna happen. Yeah.
There's no one here now. Alright, so here we go.
Yuma! Fubuki! Thanks for waiting!
Kurumi! I'm glad you're okay. We just got here ourselves. How was your investigation at the hideout? Did everything go okay?
Yeah, it went great. Looks like you took care of the bombs on your end. By the way, you don't need to hold hands anymore.
Oh, she's so jealous. Is there gonna be something going on? Also, let me check. Hold up. Do we have... Then again, I don't even think Yuma knows how old he is. How old is he? Because Kurumi's definitely... Yeah, he doesn't know his birthday or... So we don't know. Because I don't know. He seems like he might be a little bit old for her. I don't know. I'm a little weirded out. It's okay. Like, I understand Kurumi have a little bit of a crush on him, but he seems like he's, like, very fond of her, too.
I told you, it's for the investigation.
I know. I'm just teasing. Teasing my master is worthy of a vicious boom kill.
So did you find anything out?
The Peacekeepers were scouring the hideout, but no one was inside the building itself. It was easy to sneak in, but I didn't find any documents or evidence. Maybe all the important stuff is inside that safe.
Oh, the one that looks really sturdy?
I was unable to open it, but I couldn't come back empty-handed. So I copied the security camera footage. It's the video from the emergency stairs. I saw you in the footage, so I grabbed it just in case.
That's great, Kurumi. I wanted to check that footage anyway.
No problem. Informants are all about give and take. Then how about I take your life? Let's check the video right now. I'll borrow a device from the front desk. The only person in the video is Yuma.
I went to the roof following Shachi. The Peacekeepers were blocking the indoor stairs. so I used the emergency stairs on the outside. But halfway up, I heard a gunshot, so I ran up the stairs. That's when I saw Shachi's body.
I fast-forwarded to the relevant footage, but it doesn't seem like anyone else used the emergency stairs.
There was one gunshot, and only Shachi was on the roof. He was even holding the murder weapon. Perhaps it is best to consider it a suicide.
Alright, the security footage of the emergency stairs, nobody but Yuma is shown. But of course, it's never that simple.
Shachi was chased by the Peacekeepers, thought the revolution had failed, and took his own life?
I disagree. I mean, I thought that in the beginning, but something seems off.
Off? How so?
To start, was Shachi really being chased by the Peacekeepers? If he was fleeing them, he could have taken the emergency stairs. The Peacekeepers weren't near the emergency stairs, so it was a safe way out.
Maybe he heard your footsteps coming up and mistook you for them.
Even so, killing himself before confirming it was a Peacekeeper seems too rash. Besides, I only started up the stairs shortly after Shachi ran to the rooftop. There was still time to flee before he heard my footsteps.
I see.
I see.
So there had to be another reason he stayed on the roof. But what could it be?
That's the problem, yeah.
Fubuki. There you go. You just do that. Do that at work too. It's just you just copy what other people are doing, and then it looks like you know what you're talking about.
One of them is just pretending to think.
Shachi had time to run away, but he stayed on the roof.
Oh, right. This is a bit off topic, but I got some information about the flood in Maramon district. There was a wireless bug inside the Resistance hideout, and I heard the Peacekeepers talking on it. The flooding was due to the Ombre Electric Power Plant.
Ombre Electric Power Plant?
Kanai Ward's hydroelectric power plant that harnesses falling rain. They say it's a clean, green energy source. It gathers rainwater throughout the city and drains it to the power plant.
And the power plant was also...
Yep. Made by Amaterasu.
Who could have guessed an Amaterasu power plant would be a problem right now?
Kanai Ward's hydroelectric power plant that harnesses falling rain. They say it's a clean, green energy source. So, I've been talking about how my prediction is, like, we're gonna solve the big mystery in Kanai Ward and the rain is gonna stop and all that. But the thing is, the city has been made specifically for the rain, so they're gonna have to change a lot of stuff around. Like, the way that they have the energy running, the way that the whole city is, like, tailored for rain. I'm thinking ahead here. It might not even happen, but it's that whole thing about, like, the city is in turmoil and it's just raining and dreary all the time. And then once we solve the mystery, it will just be bright again.
Mysterious suicide, bomb threat, and flooding. If it's all just coincidence, then this place is cursed. Well, to be fair, you're the one who's cursed, Master.
I don't think it's a coincidence. There must be some kind of connection. An Amaterasu power plant. I want to investigate it, but it probably isn't safe.
But it could be related, right? Then we have to go.
Yes, let's. An exciting adventure awaits us.
That's right, Fubuki. Finding the truth itself is an adventure. Yuma, if you hesitate, the truth will get away from you. Then again, I'm just repeating what my grandpa said.
It's getting really hard to say no now.
Girls bat their eyes and Master is suddenly helpless.
That's not it. Despite the danger, we have to go. We can't let the Peacekeepers pursue us forever. Alright, let's go to the power plant.
Yes, let us all join together and solve this case.
Yup, let's go. Time to head to Maramon District.
Let's not do anything reckless.
Uh-oh. Alright, get ready. Time to fail some... Are we gonna be doing some QTEs here? Or is something gonna happen? Somebody's gonna jump in, maybe? Oh, nope, QTEs, okay. Wait, I screwed up? Wait, what? I definitely hit left. Huh. maybe just not quick enough. Typical of me, failed the very first one. I swear I did hit left, though.
I found you, you vile criminals! Stop resisting!
Man, they telegraphed their their actions, which makes it even worse that I failed it the first time.
Wait! What?
Damn it! And of course.
Wait! What? That's enough!
Behind us?
There they are! You have nowhere to run. Give yourself up.
This is bad. Look!
Right!
Yeah! Let's go!
And failed it. God damn it. Sorry, guys.
Too bad for you.
Oh my goodness.
You have nowhere to run.
This is bad.
I must act.
Poor Fubuki. Poor Fubuki.
There they are! You have nowhere to run. Give yourself up.
This is bad. Look!
Right!
Yeah! Let's go!
The problem is, I keep doing as if it's an Xbox 360 controller. Because that's what I'm used to. I will never get used to the Switch controls. Never.
What happened? This isn't just a flood. It's all underwater.
Maramon district was so severely flooded, the water level reached the second floor of buildings. This is... It's gotta be something with Haruki. I believe that's his name, the guy who's a really good swimmer. Like, this... There's gotta be something, like, he'd be able to navigate around this area.
It looks like those slums we left. What was that place called? Doya District?
I know I have made the same mistake in the past, but did everyone in the city leave their water running? Fubuki, you're so funny.
I think she was serious.
From what I can tell, there aren't any peacekeepers around here.
I'm sure they've prioritized eliminating the resistance over rescuing citizens. But now's our chance to see the power plant if you want.
The power plant is up ahead, right? How do we get there?
Well, there's that convenient boat that's right there.
Hey, I see a boat over there.
You know, the bright red one?
Maybe someone used it to evacuate. Let's borrow it.
I've never been on a boat before! So excited! Master, you gotta hurry!
To the power plant. Hurry, hurry. Well, look at that. I
Time
actually...
for the tutorial!
Okay, I didn't think I'd be controlling a vehicle in this. The flooded Maramon district is full of floating debris. Find a way to the power plant using the boat. The boat can go forward and turn left or right. It'll stop if it hits debris, so proceed with caution. Okay, I mean, that's easy enough. Does the boat have, like, damage? Where if I hit too many things?
Yuma, you know how to pilot a boat? I'm surprised too. You're amazing, Yuma.
Well, it's pretty much sunk. Are there sharks and whales in here?
Oh!
Cardboard boxes, a desk, a bookcase, all kinds of things are being carried this way.
Gotcha.
It looks like a whole warehouse of stuff got swept out. Or maybe it belongs to someone in the middle of moving.
I suppose.
I do not sense anything especially adventurous this way. Shall we move ahead, Yuma? Yeah, let's get going.
Watch out! You'll crash!
That's the safe. Bum, bum, bum. Is that the same safe? Are we not going to comment on that?
It looked like a big safe. There's a bunch of other stuff drifting by, like desks and chairs. I'm sure it flowed out from the flooded buildings.
I am embarrassed to sound so naive, but a safe is a box where you store valuables,
Maramon
right?
District, that's where that bank is, right? Like, this feels deliberate.
If so, is it safe for something so precious to be floating around?
I'm surprised that such a heavy safe actually floats.
It should be fine. Airtight safes float because
Okay.
of the air inside.
Thank you, Kurumi.
Oh, really? If nothing else, informants sure know their trivia.
It'd be terrible if we crashed into it. Be careful, Yuma.
That's safe. I think I saw it
So we
somewhere.
also know that the safe floats. I don't know if that's going to be important information, but...
The security function makes it the best safe there is. Nowadays, even the bank and other important facilities use it in the commercial area of Maramon District. It's made by trusty old Amaterasu Corp, after all.
That's right. It's the same as the one at the hideout. It's supposed to be widely used in Maramon District. Something about this bothers me.
Sturdy safe used in important facilities in Maramon District, including the bank. Yeah, it's the fact that they, like, just happen to have this safe as well, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, little sus, little sus.
We better avoid bumping into the stuff drifting by. Otherwise, we might capsize.
I know, we have no idea if this boat is sturdy or not.
Nope, wrong way.
That must be the power plant. There doesn't appear to be anyone here. Maybe all the workers evacuated.
There wasn't a blackout, so the building should still be functioning.
This place is working hard, even while flooded. I should follow its example and keep working hard too.
Hey, I think we can go in through there.
Wait, don't go alone! It's dangerous!
It's all right. No one's here. Let's hurry and check this place out.
She is a rather good informant. She deserves respect for putting her life on the line for the sake of intel.
I doubt I could be so bold.
Looks like a regular office. Maybe they do administrative stuff here. Well, there's some tea half gone on the table. People must have left in a hurry.
Let's check out this room. We might find out what happened here.
You can do it, Master!
I smell it. I smell treasure. We must take it back with us.
No.
That would make us thieves.
Yuma, I believe this is about the power plant, right?
Clean energy by Amaterasu, this advanced generator efficiently generates electricity with rainwater. A tap water reservoir is used to generate electricity. The turbines are powered by only natural water flow. It works like a water wheel, making it completely safe. Drainage is controlled as needed through generating power, so there's no risk of blackouts.
As far as I can tell, this appears like an ideal facility.
This area is at a lower elevation in Kanai Ward, so rainwater tends to pool up here.
And that's probably why it was the first place to flood.
See, I don't get her something. She can't count to 4, and yet she says stuff like that. I'm like, it's not super intelligent, but like it's I don't know what to make of her.
Yuma, take a look at this document.
The emergency notice to all power plant employees?
According to this, 2 accidents occurred near the power plant.
2 accidents?
Yeah. In the first one, the drainage channel that brings in rainwater to Maramon District collapsed. It seems like there was a separate explosion at the drainage channel exactly when the phone booth blew up.
Another explosion near the water drainage channel. Is that why water overflowed into Maramon district?
No. If it was just an accident, there'd still be plenty of drainage capacity. The city flooded because another accident pushed it over the edge.
What accident?
There's a reservoir upstream from the power plant. That's where they adjust the water used for generating power. But the valve that adjusts the water flow is malfunctioning right now.
Malfunctioning?
The valve's locked open, causing water to keep flowing.
I see. So they couldn't drain it quick enough, and it overflowed into Maramon district.
I highly doubt this all happened by accident.
Yeah, there's no doubt this was intentional. But why?
The flooding around the power plant is thought to have been caused by 2 accidents.
Better write this down.
It's too early to go back. Let's look around some more.
Master, you gotta hurry!
It won't open. It's stuck from the other side.
Maybe water is pressing against the door. The water pressure could be keeping it closed.
Oh, right.
Looks like no one is really here. It must be serious if even the security's gone.
Well, look around. What could they even do?
The water on the other side of the door is exerting too much pressure for it to open. See, like, right now I'm not quite sure how this all, like, I don't know, the whole big story, like, the big picture of all this, but I'm excited to see it come together.
That should be everything I can investigate here. I think I understand the gist of this power plant.
Arena! Second floor seating! If you see a terrorist, applaud!
What was that?
I don't know, are we gonna have to, like, boat away from her?
Peacekeepers? What are they doing here?
You are surrounded! Come out with your hands up and the only punishment you'll receive is a little pat on the head from Dominic's freakishly strong hands!
That guy's got the easiest voice acting job of all of them.
What do we do?
We can escape through that door.
Except we can't.
No good, it won't open.
Is this where we go into the other world? Except Kurumi's still here, so that's not gonna happen. It's too soon for that, because we need to have the culprit, like, usually the culprit is in the room with us, and we watch them die.
Master, calm down. Right now, we have to stay calm.
You're out of time. The terrorist really is here. They sold out one of their own. That's
Oh,
so funny.
okay, so someone told her where we were.
You terrorist clown. Look, Dominic's laughing his butt off.
Or it could just be fake.
Sold out their own?
We got an anonymous tip you were here. A certain friend was worried about your future.
What's going on? Someone from the Resistance reported
This could just be, like, causing discourse so we don't believe, you know, each other.
I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yuma.
Please do it, Fubuki.
Now, don't try moving without permission.
Alright, let's see how far back she can actually rewind, because, like, it's at least a couple of minutes, right? So we're gonna have to find a way out of here before they get here. That's probably gonna exhaust her, because she went quite a ways back.
Looks like a regular office.
Oh, wow.
Maybe they do
So,
administrative stuff
okay,
here.
so we haven't even begun the investigation. Wow, okay, she can go back probably like at least 5-10 minutes. That's pretty impressive.
Well, there's some tea half gone on the table.
So we gotta go.
People must have left in a hurry.
But we still kept all the information intact in our head. We still have the solution keys.
Wait, when did you two start holding hands? What are you doing? This is as far as I can turn back time. Fubuki? What's the matter? Did something happen?
I'll explain later, Kurumi. The Peacekeepers are on their way. We need to get out of here.
Whoa, what?
Wait, what?
I was about to do the old, you were surrounded, so come out with your
Wait, it feels like she got here faster than... Unless they were just waiting the whole time.
Damn, we're already surrounded. We have to turn back time again.
Yeah, I cannot. Once I have turned back time, I cannot turn it back any further.
Oh no!
Hello? What you
Wait, when did they get into the building? Okay.
Now, at this moment, the main focus is here! If this was reality TV, your faces would be totally blurred out right now. Hey, Dominic, you love throwing terrorists in the can, right? We found some terrorists for you to crush. Squish them into cans and ship them off to Director Yomi. Okay? Okay.
What's with these people and crushing people into, like, cubes and small things?
Sorry. If I was just a bit stronger.
What do we do, Yuma?
We can't get captured here. The bomb threat, flooding, and Shachi's death? I have to solve those mysteries.
That's where yours truly comes in!
Right. Shinigami, please
Oh,
help
okay.
me.
We're doing this? We're going... This feels quite early, but okay.
Oh, fine. After all, I have to help when asked. The target is the mysterious death of that Shachi
Okay,
guy.
so I guess we
And
do have enough
now
clues.
have enough clues for that. Here goes, Master. And then mind and
Although it'd be funny if, what's-her-face, if the girl was the one who actually killed Shachi and then she just died right in front of everybody, except that would look bad on our part. So we never found any of the other people. We only found the old guy. Didn't get to talk to any of the other Resistance members. This feels incomplete. It feels like we don't have enough yet, but I mean the game says we do, so... Yeah, usually they die, like, right in front of us after we escape the Mystery Labyrinth. So unless her or Dominic was behind it, or Kurumi, or Fubuki, then someone's just gonna die off screen, I guess. Or what if it turns out that Shachi did kill himself? That would actually be quite, like, the twisteroonie, you know? We always assume that there's more to it, especially when the game explicitly tells us that, like, no, it wasn't just a suicide. So it would actually be quite shocking if it was. And then the culprit's already dead. But there'd be no need for a Mystery Labyrinth, right? If that were the case.
Oh. Time has stopped.
She's like, oh, this is nothing.
Surprised?
Well, no.
Well, this is not out of the ordinary for members of the Clockford family. But who did this?
She did?
Nice to meet you. Apologies for the delayed introduction.
Why, thank you for the proper introduction. Pleased to meet you.
Skank.
This is terrible, Yuma. It appears we are both falling.
Yes, I know!
Down the rabbit hole we go!
Ow. This happens every time. There's gotta be a better way.
Yuma, it appears we are witnesses to a historical moment.
Huh?
I never would have imagined discovering an advanced civilization underneath Kanai.
Oh, she's gonna have a blast here. She's gonna be like, this is the best. I am a true adventurer.
There must be treasures sought by adventurers deep inside.
Wrong game, Fubuki. You're thinking of Persona. We're not going for the treasure in this. This is something different.
Oh, if I had known this was here, I would have brought along a whip and hat.
Although, I guess there is kind of treasures, but it's just solution keys, so... I guess the
Fubuki,
treasure is the
We're
truth.
not underneath Kanai Ward. And that's what happened.
That face tells me she did not take any of that in.
That's it!
Huh?
This is exactly the adventure I have been seeking! Hidden treasure inside a labyrinth, traps blocking our way, dangerous monsters! This labyrinth is the adventure I was born to take on!
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Does she really not get it? Well, that figures.
So, you must be the god of darkness possessing Yuma!
You got it all wrong. I'm not the god of darkness. I'm the god of death.
She's like our guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
Right. If you defy me, I'll abandon you in here.
I see. You're the guide to hell that dwells in the labyrinth. So you are the god of darkness. Then you are plotting to interfere with us. I will not yield to you.
She doesn't get it at all.
It's like she's not listening. This is why I hate naive, sheltered skanks.
Naive? Sheltered? Calling me a skank is one thing, but sheltered? Yuma, I swear I shall conquer this labyrinth. I cannot abide this vulgar god of darkness calling me naive and sheltered.
She's like, I'm a skank, but the other things I vehemently disagree with.
Fubuki, please, calm down.
Anyway, Master, let's do it again. We've got to put on a fiercer display than ever before for this sheltered skank.
Fiercer than usual?
Fubuki, just a heads up. Please don't take anything you're about to see in a weird way.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
The god of darkness was concealing a weapon all along! And yet, Yuma, you have disarmed the god of darkness and stolen her weapon!
Master, we don't have time to deal with this. Just chop her up with a solution blade.
Absolutely not!
Here, I spat out the solution keys for you.
You were smuggling that many keys on you? You must be a serial burglar, god of darkness! Your crimes are far worse than I first imagined!
Seriously, you're such a dumb, sheltered skank. How do you hope to clear the Mystery Labyrinth like this?
You called me sheltered
Oh man.
again.
She's having way too much fun. She just loves to just put down other women. With Halara, like, at least I felt like there was some respect there. Like, she was a little annoyed being that Halara was kind of taking the lead, being like, hey, who's the main character here? But at least she, like, respected her, be like, well, she's actually quite talented.
There, calm down.
And
I
also,
refuse.
Fubuki's very easy to
I do
wind
not
up.
like conflict, but I will not stand idly by while being insulted.
And Shinigami really seems to love just pushing buttons, so, like, Halara is not the type to really be fazed by stuff. So she was kind of a hard nut to crack. Fubuki, not so much.
For the honor of the Clockford family name, I must fight!
Sheesh, give me a break.
Now, let's unriddle this Mystery Labyrinth! Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I will not lose to the god of darkness. I will conquer this labyrinth sealed in shadow, and find the hidden treasure deep within!
This doesn't look very promising. Huh? I I can see numbers.
Oh, what? No, don't give me a timer. What are you talking about? I mean, I guess there is kind of always a little bit of a timer because Shinigami said we can't stay in the labyrinth for too long. But it was an unseen timer, so I guess this time we actually get to see it.
It looks like a countdown.
Is it because of Fubuki? Like, we can actually see time? Because their whole thing is, like, time.
I told you a million times. The Mystery Labyrinth is the materialized form of the case from the real world. Maybe this is a recreation of the countdown timer that caused you such a headache.
You mean the bomb? Then if the timer reaches 0...
It'll go kaboom! You and the whole Mystery Labyrinth.
I better not be seeing that whole... I better not be seeing that timer in the corner the whole time. That's going to cause me so much stress. I mean, I can definitely finish it before the timer, but I don't want that.
What's funny about that?
That to me is on top of, like, the video game tropes is, like, being chased by enemies, especially when, like, you are defenseless and, like, you can't really fight back. That's a big one for me. That's a big no-no. Don't like that. I also don't like timers. I don't like being pressured like that.
Did you set up the bomb in this labyrinth? I see. A dirty trick. Befitting the god of darkness. Yuma, we must hurry. If we take too much time, the labyrinth will collapse, along with the treasure inside. Let us make all haste to obtain the treasure and escape via waterfall out of the destroyed dungeon.
Wait! It's not safe! Jeez. It's too dangerous for Fubuki to go alone.
I love it. Of all of them, she's the one who is kind of, like, totally on board with this the most. Talara seemed relatively like she was on the ball. She wasn't too bothered by it. Desahiko, very bothered, did not like it.
Although, maybe not. She could use her ability in an emergency.
Oh, I should let you know. Forties can't be used in here.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Really?
That sheltered skank is just tagging along inside the Mystery Labyrinth. She won't be able to use her abilities.
Oh, now I'm worried. Let's hurry after her.
Well, she said she wanted it to look like a ancient ruin. It certainly does. Oh, I see a thing up ahead. A queue? Or Fubuki surrounded by queues, yes.
Fubuki?
Oh, Yuma, take a look at this. These cute creatures and I have become the best of friends.
Those are cues! It's a materialized mystery and... Ah! She's already buried beneath them!
Oh, another round oddity over here?
Alright, so so they are keeping it, obviously. So maybe she is the one who killed Shachi somehow?
A phantom!
Or the dude, the big dude.
Found you.
But it's also could be just like, right, the Peacekeepers are behind this. Maybe she's not the one specifically who killed Shachi.
You're a terrorist, bomber, murderer, and a maggot who doesn't deserve to live. You murdered Shachi from the Resistance, didn't you? Killing your own people makes you dumber than Dominic.
I didn't do it! When I got to the roof, Shachi was already dead!
I can't hear you. Sorry, I don't listen to criminals.
How horrifying! So these are the labyrinth's monsters? You summoned such dangerous creatures to block our path?
Think what you want, but you can't move forward until you boom kill these things.
Let us do it, Yuma.
Hey, Dominic, you're good at doing laundry, right? Grab a washboard and give their filthy hearts a good scrub.
Shachi's gun, Shachi's action, security camera footage.
Confess to shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof. How terrible of you to shoot an ally. You even planted the gun on his corpse. All to make it look like a suicide. With no witnesses up there. You did as you pleased. Go die and be reborn already, okay?
So there's a couple things I could. There could be the security camera footage. The only one on the rooftop was you, Master, which means you're the only person who could have killed Shachi. But I didn't do it. Shachi'd already been killed by the time I got to the roof. Then let's prove your innocence. I know you can do it, Master. Was the thing about planting the gun? Maybe it's Shachi's gun. About making it look like a suicide.
Confess to shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof.
Well, let's look at the actual, the information here. Security cam. There was only one gunshot. Was in the in the middle of the stairwell. Okay, so that's what we're gonna want.
Terrible of you to shoot an ally. You even planted the gun on his corpse. All to make it look like a suicide. With no witnesses up there.
All right, let's try that. Oh, that wasn't correct. Okay. There weren't any witnesses on the roof, so there's no contradiction, right? I'm still thinking about the solution key. You were on the stairs when the gunshot rang out, weren't you, Master?
That's right.
Right. With this evidence, I can deny I shot Shachi. Okay, so I had it...
Just admit it.
Darn it, okay.
Confess to shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof.
Maybe rebuttal here? There we go. I was thinking about the security footage about being like no witnesses. But I guess they don't actually point at the roof. So I can't deny that.
No, I'm not the one who shot him. I was still on the stairs when the gunshot went off. The security footage proves it.
The monsters retreated. Yuma, you defeated those monsters! Splendid! I respect you as a fellow adventurer. As a sign of my respect, may I call you the Warrior of Light?
Warrior of Light? Sure, whatever you say. Let's keep going.
By the way, Yuma, why were they accusing you of being the culprit?
Oh yeah, Fubuki, you don't remember the case.
Oh yeah, that's right. They lose all their memories.
There was a murder, and I'm a suspect.
There's no way the Warrior of Light can be a murderer.
I was seen under incriminating
Is there
circumstances.
water here because of the flooding?
Not only was I a suspected terrorist, but I was also spotted next to a corpse on the roof of a building.
Was there no one else on the roof?
No one. There was nowhere to hide up there, and no other exits.
Well, that does sound awfully suspicious, Yuma. Things would go much easier if you'd just confess.
I told you I didn't do it! Whoa, what's happening?
I understand now. This place is going to sink very soon.
I know that!
We just got here.
I can float, so it's not a problem for me. But you two better figure something out quick.
I know that too! We just need to solve the mystery, right?
Come on, Master, concentrate.
Fubuki. Amazing. She's so cute. What murder weapon was used in this case? Shachi's gun? I'm gonna say a different gun. Probably wrong. Probably wrong.
This is bad. I'm losing my strength. I can't holds out any...
Oh my gosh, I got it wrong. The first thing, I want to believe that he didn't use the... Okay. God, I am really not doing well. Alright, fine, it's Shachi's gun, I guess.
This way!
Alright.
That was quite the surprise.
No, that was quick, just one? Okay.
Fubuki, let's go up there.
Huh? You mean jump on it?
It's alright, this should be fine. Come on, Fubuki! What's wrong? You need to jump over here!
Oh, does she have a fear of heights?
I am not very good at physical activity.
Because she's sheltered.
Huh? I cannot do it. I lack the confidence.
She talked a big game, but when she actually has to
You're
do
an
something.
adventurer, aren't you? You should be able to jump this.
Very well. I shall reach out as far as possible. Please catch me if I fail to make it.
Oh my gosh, girl. Did she even try? I was gonna joke about like she doesn't even jump at all, but... Oh my god, we are going to have to literally just carry her.
It's too early to relax. Come on, keep going.
She seemed very confident when she first ran into here, but then as soon as stuff gets real, she's like, oh, I can't do this.
Thank you, Yuma. Something is off.
I'd say so, looking around. I'm like, yeah, it's not normal here.
I attempted to rewind time, but was unable to.
About that, you can't use your abilities while inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Huh? Is this the work of the God of Darkness? Her frightening power has sealed away my forte?
So you finally noticed.
I wish you'd quit trying to make things worse.
With your precious powers gone, you're nothing but a hindrance in this labyrinth. Now stay put and keep out of trouble.
Hindrance?
About the murder weapon. The victim was killed by his own gun, right?
Yeah, the muzzle of the gun at the crime scene was still
That's
hot.
true, that's true.
And I could smell gunpowder.
I'm dumb. I just wanted to believe so badly that, like, it was maybe a gun off, you know, like somebody sniped him or something. But yeah, I forgot about the fact it was a literal smoking gun.
Out of the 6 bullets loaded in it, only one of them had an empty shell.
Okay, now I feel really silly. But yeah, there's a whole thing about, like, if he didn't kill himself, like, where did the person go? How could they have gotten off the roof?
The bullet that killed Shachi absolutely came from the gun he was holding. Fubuki?
I am a hindrance.
What, still thinking about that? You should have known that already. You can't solve mysteries, you can't use your abilities, you can barely move, you've got no courage, no resolve.
Oh, it's so sad. She's gonna go through, like, an arc here, and then she's gonna forget all of it when she gets out of the labyrinth.
So yeah, you're basically a hindrance, an obstacle. Now beat it before you drag Master down with you.
Fubuki, are you okay?
I am fine. I can stand on my own. Yuma, I am terribly sorry. From here on, I shall make an effort to not cause you any trouble.
You don't have to worry about it. If anything stands in our way, we'll work together to overcome it.
No, this is something I must do on my own. I must become strong enough to take on the world before I can return to the Clockford family.
Hey, looks like she's getting motivated. Sometimes playing the bad guy gets results.
Playing? But you're always like this.
I am curious. Are you really a detective in training, Yuma? You seem far more experienced with adventuring than I am. You even have the title of Warrior of Light.
That you gave to me.
You gave me that title, Fubuki.
Master's an expert at getting dragged into other people's business. He's been forced around the block a few times. He's got a great mentor, too.
In contrast, I have nothing besides the ability to wind back time. And my only merit is useless here.
Too bad, so sad. You're not gonna make it through here.
You're getting real annoying. It's starting to stress me out. Master, help me unwind by turning them into mincemeat.
Alright, let's hope we do better this time. Okay, we got quite a few here. High voltage lines,
Even
parallel.
if you didn't fire the gun, a friend could have done it for you. You ordered your accomplice to snipe Shachi from someplace else.
I was thinking about sniping,
Your
right?
accomplice
That's what I've
threw
been
the gun
saying.
over to you.
Oh, is that maybe the
You planted it in Shachi's hand.
voltage lines? There's a couple of things I could feel. Okay, let's check the solution keys here. So high voltage lines, okay, travel is impossible between them, even by hot air balloon. Parallel, oh, it could be the parallel gunshot wound. The gunshot wound on Shachi's body, the open wounds are almost perfectly parallel. So maybe that wouldn't, oh, I don't know. Shachi's gun designed by Aruka. Exterior lock on door. Okay. We'll have to go over it again to see. I'm guessing maybe it has something to do with the when she said that like somebody was able to pass the gun. Okay, so I'll pick that one for now, but I'm not sure.
That was your maggot master plan! Huh? Where was the shot taken? There's one spot where the shot could have been made.
Okay, maybe it has something to do with this.
You shot from the roof of the building next door!
Okay, no, it's probably going to be the parallel. It's either going to be the voltage lines or the parallel gunshot. If you hadn't accomplished shoot Shachi, then it wouldn't have mattered where you were. But would it really have been possible to shoot him from a neighboring building? Good point. Let's check the solution keys. You might find something. Okay, so I'm going to go with either...
Even if you didn't fire the gun, a friend could have done it for you. You ordered your accomplice to snipe Shachi from someplace else. Your accomplice threw the gun over to you. And you planted it in Shachi's hand.
Yeah, there's the fast forward if I want to.
That was your maggot master plan! Huh? Where was the shot taken? There's one spot where the shot could have been made. You shot from the roof of the building next door!
I'll slash
Nice.
through this mystery. The neighboring building didn't have any windows, so the only way to shoot the victim was from the rooftop. But that building was taller than the hideout. If the victim was sniped from that height, the gunshot wound would have been at an angle. But the gunshot wound through his head was horizontal. Based on the gunshot wound, it's impossible for the bullet to have traveled from the roof of the neighboring building.
I get it. Since the wound ran parallel to the roof, the shooter must have been at the same height.
Well, it could be that the victim's head was at an angle at the time of impact. But in that case, we would have found the bullet lodged in the roof.
The monster conjures falsehoods to impede our progress.
But it's strange that they insist it was a homicide. If I'm not the culprit, it'd make more sense to rule it as a suicide.
That's because it is one. They're insisting it's a homicide to cover it up.
I don't know about that.
So you finally revealed your true nature, God of Darkness?
Huh?
Yuma, do not be swayed by this deceiver. This case is most assuredly a homicide.
This might be the only true thing that Fubuki has said. Once again, it'd be wild if it turns out it was a suicide. Now the thing is, like a Mystery Labyrinth is about mystery, so maybe, you know, maybe it could be a suicide. I assume whenever something like this, like there's a labyrinth, it's because, you know, it's a homicide, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It's just somebody hiding the truth.
Assuredly. And what are you basing that on?
The victim carried a gun, did he not? If so, he could have used it to combat the Peacekeepers pursuing him. And yet, he hastily turned the gun on himself. I do not believe the victim was so cornered that he would commit suicide.
That actually makes sense.
That's a good point. Even if he wanted to avoid using his gun, he could have at least used it to threaten them.
So there, maybe Fubuki, like, she's feeling like a hindrance, so she's like, okay, I'm really gonna try here, and she's saying things that are making sense.
So it must be a homicide.
No, suicide.
Am I gonna have to step in and decide? I already said it was a homicide, didn't I?
Homicide!
Suicide.
Maybe there's two doors, like, do you think it's a homicide, or do you... Oh, probably here, but... Yeah, I feel like I've already said that it was a
Two
homicide.
doors?
Huh?
Like, Shinigami's not gonna be too happy with me if I pick the homicide and then it turns out to be correct.
The letters are written in blood. Does Yuma's blood contain holy powers? And it illuminates this cursed labyrinth? Yuma, you are more than the warrior of light. You are the holy warrior of light.
Sure, that's fine. Let's focus on this problem. Is this a suicide or a homicide? We need to narrow it down, now.
It is clearly a homicide.
Nuh-uh! It's totally a suicide.
Sorry, Shinigami. It'd be kind of lame if it was a homicide. Or suicide.
Right here!
I'm sure this is the right way.
I knew it! This case had to be a homicide.
If it was a homicide, someone else had to have been on the roof, right? But Master, you were on the emergency stairwell, and
And
the
that's the thing
Peacekeepers
we
were
have to
behind
figure
the
out is
door.
how did the killer get...
Which means
off the
no
roof?
one could have gotten off that roof. How did the culprit shoot the victim and get away? See? If it wasn't a suicide, then what happened? You'd better explain yourself.
Very well, I shall. I completely agree with what Yuma said.
I didn't say anything.
So what do you think, Master?
That's
You
the
mean
big
why I
crux
think
of the problem,
it's
isn't
a
it?
homicide? I don't really have
Except
a
for,
solid
you know,
reason
that's
why
usually how
yet.
these go. I thought, like, Shinigami was all upset about the idea that it was a suicide, because she's like, oh,
We're
boring.
trapped.
Oh no! The walls!
What is the reasoning behind it being a homicide?
Come on, spit it out. The Mystery Labyrinth won't wait forever, you know.
I know, but
Yuma!
if it was in fact a homicide, there would be some clue left behind at the crime scene. If I can just remember something.
Oh, like this?
Or are we going back into the recreation of the crime scene? Oh.
Here, this is everything left at the scene.
Okay, surveillance camera. Oh yeah, the umbrella. That was just kind of a random thing that stuck out. A gun and a door.
This should be easy mode. I made sure to pull everything straight out of your memory, Master.
I'm sure there's a clue pointed to a homicide hidden here.
We do not have much time. Please hurry, Yuma.
Is the umbrella actually important, or is that kind of like a red herring?
There must be something suspicious. Something that stands out.
The umbrella, right? The umbrella stands out because of the fact that, like, it just feels so out of place.
There has to be a clue. I have to find it.
Oh, maybe... Okay, I can't remember what they said about the umbrella, though, because the thing is, Shachi didn't have an umbrella when he went to the roof. But there was one there, so maybe somebody was up there with one? I'm gonna pick the umbrella, because it's the thing that stands out to me the most. Umbrella.
Wait, what if I use the umbrella?
What will you do with that?
I can... use it like a rod for a brace!
I see. Oh wait, how will that stop anything? Could you put that creativity to better use, please? Serious, Master.
Oh, I guess that wasn't correct. Alright, okay, fine. Alright, so the next thought then is, I mean, the gun seems like the obvious thing. Security camera... door... Oh yeah, the fact that the door was locked from the outside. Right? That would be kind of like, why would... I'm gonna pick the door.
The door! The door is suspicious! Yes, there has to be a clue here.
Okay, okay, that's right. No? That's wrong. Shoot. Darn it. Okay.
Master.
No, I had a reason, sort of. I was talking about how it was locked from the outside. I was like, why would somebody who was commit suicide... I mean, I guess, like, he wanted to lock the door so he could kill himself before the Peacekeepers could get to him.
Right. There's nothing suspicious about the door at the crime scene.
I guess it's the gun? Watch, it's gonna be the very freaking last thing that I pick. I have not been doing well.
It's this has to be related to the murder.
The most obvious thing, right? The gun?
Oh, the wall stopped.
Oh, man.
Looks like it's the right one.
How is it that, like, the more I'm getting into the game, the worse I'm doing at the labyrinths?
That is the gun that fired the fatal shot, right? But how can you determine it was a homicide?
There's something unique about this gun. A revolver cylinder normally swings out to the left, but the gun found at the scene swings out to the right.
I see. That is unusual. It is incredible how you even noticed it. You really are the holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma.
It got even longer. Oh well, anyway. This gun was apparently custom made for Shachi.
The junk shop geezer said that too. How does that prove this was a homicide?
I don't know anything else about it. I just figured this was kinda out of place.
we're just flying by the seat of our pants here. It's like, not good enough. Not good enough. You needed a better explanation than that.
Of course. You haven't solved the mystery itself.
Yuma, over there! Could you try shooting it with the gun?
I'm no marksman. Oh, but it could work inside the Mystery Labyrinth. If this gun is the answer... Huh? It's not loaded?
If you can't shoot it, then you're still missing something.
Something? Do you mean like why I think this gun is out of place? I can't shoot the gun until I figure that out?
Well, Yuma, did you solve it?
Why was Shachi's gun built like this in the first place? The reason why must be relevant.
Are you saying you need my help to solve this? Oh, fine. Since you're so good at begging, I don't mind helping you out one bit. Here we go! Lay it all out!
Oh, here we go. I mean, with all of the extra skills that I put into my character specifically to help me with this, hopefully I won't fail at it too badly, but given how I've done so far at this labyrinth, I don't have a lot of faith in myself, to be honest. Okay, more explosion, security camera, Shachi's gun designed by Aruka, Shachi's gun.
Are you ready to play
Looking at his gun, you can tell Shachi's... Oh, dominant hand. Okay. Well, it's gonna be left. Based on... That's pretty easy. So, yeah, I figured that, like... And then what hand was he holding it in? So that proves it's a homicide. He wasn't... It was put in his... not dominant hand, so it wouldn't make any sense, right? I'm guessing that's it. Like, they hastily put it in the wrong hand?
That's right.
Or maybe the person didn't know about, like, what his dominant hand is. So it's his dominant hand is his left hand, but it was probably put into his right hand. I mean, that's great, because based on that question, there's literally only 2 possible answers it could be.
That's it! It's because he was left-handed! The reason the cylinder swings out to the right is to let him reload while still holding the gun in his left hand. If he was right-handed, it would be very difficult to reload if the cylinder swings out to the right. If Shachi was right-handed, he wouldn't have commissioned his gun to be designed this way. Which means Shachi is left-handed!
There we go, Shachi's specially designed gun because he was left-handed.
Look! The exit! You did it, Yuma!
Oh, it worked.
All thanks to yours truly. No, it is thanks to Yuma's deduction.
What? But we'd all be flattened by now if it wasn't for my assist.
I will never believe the God of Darkness could willingly lend a helping hand.
Sure, say what you want. Anyway, let's hurry. Countdown is still going.
Right. It looks like the number's gone down by a lot.
You were so close to figuring out this mystery. Let's hurry it up, Master.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, they want to talk? Just leave it to yours truly. Unlike that sheltered skank, I came through with that sweet assist.
What?
The God of Darkness helped us? This must be some sort of trap. Oh my gosh, we took 2 steps. Okay. Alright, let's go again.
Look, another monster!
Alrighty, we're here as your official roadblock. Huh? You want to know why? Because the homicide route ends here. That Shachi terrorist committed suicide. After all. Right, Dominic?
You kept insisting it was a homicide earlier, but now you're going with the suicide theory?
These monsters are cheaters!
Maybe they're cheaters because they're monsters.
Are you defending the monsters? Curse you, God of Darkness! Queen of Monsters!
She's like, I kind of like that name, actually.
I'm not defending them. I can't even follow this whole monsters and God of Darkness story you have going.
Now's not the time to be fighting!
Bad luck.
Oh, this is the one where I have to repel it, okay.
You can't proceed. Because it wasn't a homicide. Shachi definitely committed suicide. Why don't you just give up?
Oh, I guess I just have to repel it. Was definitely a suicide. There should be a contradiction somewhere. You gotta find it and repel it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
Bad luck. Looks like it's a dead end.
thought she was at least gonna, you know, maybe throw out a reason why it was a suicide, and I can repel that.
Shachi definitely committed suicide!
That claim doesn't hold up!
Now she's got to explain to, like, why. Why do you think it's suicide?
No! Shachi didn't commit suicide! All the evidence points to the contrary!
You know you're super annoying, right? Fine. I'll crush you like a bug.
There we go.
So what if the gun was designed for the left hand? You can still shoot yourself.
Oh, no, up.
Shachi shot himself with the gun in his dominant hand.
Let's look. Okay. Left-handed. Exterior lock on the door. Parking lot explosion. Okay, that has nothing to do with it yet. Okay. So we'll just go with that for now.
Therefore, a death by suicide. There's no proof a culprit fired the gun.
No proof of the culprit fired the gun.
No contradiction. It's a suicide. We're done here. Time to go home.
Right.
It does seem like Shachi used his right hand to shoot himself in the head. But doesn't something seem off about that? Master, do you have any idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a clue in the solution keys. Oh shoot, okay.
So what if the gun was
Alright, let's check them again.
designed
Oh wait,
for
no,
the
no, no, no,
left
that's not
hand?
what I want to do. I want to like go into more no, it's not gonna give me more. Okay. So Shachi had time to run away, but he stayed on the roof. Because he was left-handed, exterior lock on the door. I'm confused. Is it his actions where he had time to run away, but he stayed on the roof, or left-handed? Huh. Okay, I'm just gonna go through it again, I guess.
Shachi shot himself with a dominant hand. Therefore, a death by suicide. There's no proof a culprit fired the gun.
There's no proof of...
No contradiction. It's a suicide.
I'm not quite... this is probably super obvious about, like, which solution key it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me look at it again. There's also that parking lot explosion. Like, I wonder what's going on with that. Is it something have to do with the exterior lock on the door? Maybe it's the fact that, like, he had the specialty design gun because he was left-handed. I'm just gonna confirm
What if
that.
the gun was designed for the left hand?
It may be the thing about, like, his dominant
Still shoot
hand.
yourself.
Ah, I jumped too soon.
Shachi shot himself with the gun
Okay, let's
in his
try that.
dominant hand. This is the truth.
Okay. I think I was overthinking it.
Shachi was left-handed, but he was found dead with the gun in his right hand. There's no reason he'd use his non-dominant hand to commit suicide. It's an obvious contradiction. When the culprit tried to make it appear like a suicide, they put the gun in the wrong
Okay.
hand.
Yeah.
Which means someone else was involved in Shachi's death. This death was a setup. It's a homicide.
You managed once again to slay the monsters. That confirms it. The homicide route was the correct one.
Seems like it. I guess I can admit defeat here.
Huh? The God of Darkness admitting defeat? Perhaps she has an honest side. No, it cannot be. Could this be an illusion she conjured forth?
You know, I don't really care, so long as we keep solving mysteries. Just keep helping my master out for a bit longer.
Let's carry on for now.
Oh, okay, now we're gonna have to navigate this. We're getting back to the flooding situation. And how is that connected? That's gotta be connected,
The
right?
culprit made a pretty cliche mistake getting the victim's dominant hand wrong.
Perhaps the culprit doesn't know that Shachi's custom gun was designed for someone left-handed.
So I was thinking before, it definitely couldn't be Aruka then, because she would not make that mistake. And I'm pretty sure, like, with the other members of the Resistance, would they know? Like, I assume that they would know about the gun, too. So maybe, I was thinking maybe it was, like, one of them, but... It still seems like that would be the most likely thing, is maybe one of them is either a plant, you know, who is secretly working for the Peacekeepers, who snuck into the Resistance, or... I don't know, maybe the Peacekeepers either, like, bribed or blackmailed one of them to betray Shachi?
Shachi rarely carried his gun, so they probably never saw him hold it.
Okay.
Huh. Why would he go through the trouble of getting a custom gun that he never intended to use? Deep down, do you think he was just like any other violent terrorist?
Maybe the gun was a gift.
A gift? From whom?
That's Aruka.
A woman named Iruka manages the Resistance's weapons. She was the one who designed it.
So now I'm thinking she can't be the one who did it. Like, sure, she could have panicked and put it in the wrong hand, but I don't know. She doesn't seem like the type to make that kind of mistake.
Gifting a gun is so romantic. It delights my
And
adventurers.
we know that the old guy, what's his name, like Maramon or something? He has an alibi. So there's... oh my gosh, what are their names? Aruka? The swimmer guy, which I'm suspicious about because of the whole flooding thing. And Servan. So those are the two who don't really have alibis. And the fact that Servan, you know, kind of like cut out and didn't respond to us as soon as all this stuff went down, and he was the one who told us to plant. So they're both suspicious in mine. Servan because he's the one who told us to plant the bombs, and the swimmer dude because of the flooding. Somehow, like, I don't know, just the fact that, like, he's a swimmer and that part got flooded, like, that can't be a coincidence, right?
Well, thanks to the culprit's mistake, we now know this was a homicide. But we still have a lot of unanswered questions.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for this episode. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting to go into the Mystery Labyrinth this quickly. I don't know why. It feels like this investigation was a lot, I don't know, less thorough, or like it went by faster than the previous ones. I don't know if it's because we went to so many different locations. We didn't really stay in one area for too long, and maybe that's why it felt like it was a little bit more, I don't know, surface level. But I mean, I'm more than happy to be in the Mystery Labyrinth because that is my favorite part of this game. And as expected, Fubuki kind of has no idea what's going on. And it's just fun. Like, she seems to embrace it more than anybody else. She is seeing this as like a true adventure, so I mean, good for her. And yeah, so as expected, it is confirmed that it is a homicide. I had my doubts about a suicide, because that would just wrap things up a little bit too nicely. But I thought maybe, you know, it was going to be a situation where, like, we're so used to it being a homicide, like, it'd be crazy if it did end up being a suicide. But no, it is a homicide now. It's just a matter of who is the culprit. I gave my thoughts at the end that there are certain people that I think I can rule out. Aruka was kind of my main suspect, but because of the whole thing about putting the gun in the wrong hand, that doesn't seem like something she would do. And the old guy, he has an alibi. So it's down to the other two Resistance members. Assuming it is one of them, it could be maybe one of the Peacekeepers. Maybe it's that girl or Dominic. But those are my two most suspicious people, is Servan and the swimmer guy. So we'll see if I'm right. I assume we're probably going to be able to finish up the Mystery Labyrinth in the next episode, and we'll see if my hypothesis is correct. See who the culprit, or maybe culprits, of this case are going to be. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned next week for part 16. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, Icognito, Harry Gazif, and Jared Fan.